Now we will discuss the quantum theory of paramagnetism. The problem with the classical theory is that in classical theory we can have all orientations of magnetic moment with respect to the external magnetic field, but from quantum theory we know that all the orientations are not possible. Only certain specific orientations are possible for magnetic moment, and we know the orientation of if we have the total angular momentum J, then J can have quantized orientations. That orientations of J, total angular momentum along the external direction, it is called Mj, which is azimuthal quantum number or total magnetic quantum number. Mj can take values from plus J to minus J. These orientations are quantized. So now based on quantum theory we will calculate the paramagnetic susceptibility. The magnetic moment, we have already seen that the magnetic moment is given by minus G mu B J. This is the expression for magnetic moment, mu equal to minus G mu B J, where G is Landé's split factor and its value is given by G equal to 1 plus J into J plus 1 plus S into S plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 divided by 2J into J plus 1. So G is called Landé's split factor. Mu B is Bohr magnetron. It is EH bar by 2m. Mu B is EH bar by 2m, and J is total angular momentum quantum number. Angular momentum quantum number. J is total angular momentum quantum number, where J equal to L plus S. L is orbital quantum number and S is spin quantum number. J is L plus S. J is called total angular momentum quantum number. Then projection of J along the direction of magnetic field, that projection, it is Mj. If this is theta, then Mj equal to J cos theta, which is the projection of J along Z direction. That Mj is called azimuthal quantum number or total magnetic quantum number. Mj can take values. Mj can take values from plus J to minus J, J minus 1, etc. up to minus J. Mj can take 2J plus 1 values. If a magnetic dipole is placed in an external magnetic field, then its energy, potential energy, is given by U equal to minus mu dot B. U equal to minus mu dot B is equal to minus mu B cos theta. Mu is minus G mu B J. So U is equal to minus, it will be plus G mu B J, then B cos theta. We have already seen that J, its orientation along, its projection along the direction of external magnetic field, we are taking it as Z direction. So it is J cos theta. J cos theta is nothing but Mj. So J cos theta we can write it as Mj. U equal to G mu B J Mj. So this is the energy of dipole which is placed in an external magnetic field. So one B is there. G mu B J. Not J. It is actually J cos theta is Mj, then into B. It is G mu B B Mj. Now take the case with S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0. We are considering a state with S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0. If S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0, then J equal to L plus S. So L is 0, so J equal to S, which is equal to 1 by 2. If J equal to S is equal to 1 by 2, then Mj values. Mj can have plus J to minus J. So it can have plus 1 by 2 or Mj can have minus 1 by 2. If Mj is plus 1 by 2, then you will be getting G. G we can calculate for S equal to 1 by 2, L equal to 0, we can calculate G. G is 1 plus J into J plus 1 plus S into S plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 divided by 2 J into J plus 1. So for S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0, L equal to 0, this term is 0 and J equal to S. If J equal to S, then this will be 2J into J plus 1 by 2J into J plus 1, it will be 1, 1 plus 1, then it will be 2. So in this case, G equal to 2. So G we can write it as 2, then mu B, B, Mj, we can have two values for Mj, plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. If Mj equal to plus 1 by 2, Mj equal to plus 1 by 2, then here will be 1 by 2. Then we will be having U equal to mu BB. Mu BB. Then for Mj equal to minus 1 by 2, if Mj equal to minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, G equal to 2, so we can have energy U equal to 2 into mu B, B into minus 1 by 2. So we will be having an energy minus mu B, B. So the energy level for S equal to 1 by 2 state, we will be having two energy levels in the presence of magnetic field. One is having Mj 1 by 2 is having energy mu B, B plus mu B, B, and Mj minus 1 by 2 we are having minus mu B, B. So if we draw the energy level for S equal to 1 by 2, L equal to 0, S equal to 1 by 2, then there will be two energy levels. So here U equal to plus mu B, B, plus mu B, B, that corresponds to Mj equal to plus 1 by 2. Then we will be having another energy level U equal to minus mu B, B, that corresponds to Mj equal to minus 1 by 2. So we will be having one lower state and one higher state. So the energy level, a single level which is split up into two energy levels, one upper state and one lower state. So there will be two orientations for magnetic moment, Mj plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. That means there are two orientations for magnetic moment, one upper state and lower state. So if we have n number of atoms per unit volume, I am taking capital N as the number of atoms per unit volume, then some atoms will be aligned in parallel to direction of magnetic field, and some atoms will be having Mj, which is having angular momentum alignment anti-parallel to external magnetic field. So we will be having some number of atoms in higher state and some number of atoms in lower state. This higher state, lower state, I am taking N1 is the number of atoms in lower state, and in higher state I am taking it as N2. So if we have n number of atoms per unit volume, then I can write n equal to n1 plus n2, where n1 is the population number of atoms in lower state and n2 is the number of states in higher state. When we consider the lower state, this is the Z direction, which is the direction of external magnetic field, and now consider a dipole with its orientation. This is having I am writing the lower state mj equal to minus 1 by 2. Mj equal to minus 1 by 2. Mj is the projection of angular momentum along the direction of magnetic field. Magnetic field is along z direction. Mj minus 1 by 2 means its angular momentum component is directed anti-parallel to magnetic field. We know that for electron, the magnetic moment is opposite to direction of angular momentum. This corresponds to Mj minus 1 by 2. If Mj minus 1 by 2, then its magnetic moment will be opposite to the direction of angular momentum. For electron, the magnetic moment is opposite to the direction of angular momentum. So its magnetic moment will be pointing in this direction. So this is the magnetic moment, and this magnetic moment will be positive, which is along the direction of magnetic field, along the direction of B. So this is the direction I am taking it as positive. The downward direction minus is the direction I am taking it as negative. This lower state, the number of atoms in this state, this alignment, I am taking it as N1. So its energy, the number of atoms in that state, N1 is proportional to e raised to minus E by kT. Minus E by kT. Here E, energy of atoms in this state, energy will be minus mu dot B. Potential energy of dipole in external magnetic field is minus mu dot B. In this case, mu and B are parallel. So we can write E as minus mu B. E is minus mu B. So we can write N1 proportional to e raised to minus of minus mu B. So it will be plus mu B by kT. So N1 proportional to e raised to plus mu B by kT. I am writing this equation here. U equal to G mu B B mj. This equation 1 and this equation 2. I am writing it here. Now consider the case with the mj equal to plus 1 by 2, higher state. Mj equal to plus 1 by 2. Mj equal to plus 1 by 2 means its component of component of angular momentum is along the direction of magnetic field. So this mj, this corresponds to mj equal to plus 1 by 2, component of angular momentum along the direction of field. So its magnetic moment will be opposite to mj. Direction of magnetic moment is along this direction. This is opposite to direction of magnetic field. So in this case, mu is negative, or it is opposite to direction of external magnetic field. The number of atoms in this state, I am taking it as N2. So N2 is number of atoms in higher state. So it is N2, which is having magnetic moment opposite to the direction of external magnetic field. In a similar way, if I write the expression for energy, E is minus mu dot B. Here mu and B are in opposite direction. Since they are in opposite direction, mu is opposite to B, so it is cos 180, it is minus 1, so it will be E is plus mu B. E is plus mu B. Then the number of atoms N2, that will be proportional to e raised to minus E by kT, or we can write N2 proportional to e raised to minus, then it is plus, so it is e raised to minus mu B by kT. We can write the total number of atoms in lower state. This represents the lower state and this represents the higher state. So when we calculate the magnetization, magnetization is magnetic moment per unit volume. We are having total n number of atoms per unit volume. Then out of that, n1 atoms are having magnetic moment along the direction of field, and n2 atoms are having magnetic moment opposite to the direction of magnetic field. That means the total magnetic moment, if I take mu as the magnitude of magnetic moment, then n1 mu is along the direction of field, then opposite to the direction of field. Each dipole is having a moment mu, so the total moment will be n1 into mu, which is along the direction of field, and n2 into mu, which is opposite to the direction of magnetic moment. Negative sign I am giving here, so here I represent mu as the magnitude of this equation. Here the mu will be magnitude of this magnetic moment will be G mu B J. G mu B J. Now, in this case, we are considering S is equal to 1 by 2. S is equal to 1 by 2 case, we have J equal to S, which is 1 by 2. G equal to 2. So, 2 into mu B into 1 by 2. That means, in this case, mu equal to mu B. So, for S equal to 1 by 2, L equal to 0, we are having the magnitude of magnetic moment as mu B, which is Bohr magnetron. So here N1 we can replace this mu by mu B also. I am writing it as mu in this case. N1 mu minus N2 mu. This is the mu is the magnitude of magnetic moment, or magnetization M equal to N1 minus N2 into mu. Now we can calculate the number of atoms in each level. We know the proportionality. N1 is proportional to N1 is proportional to e raised to mu B by kt. So I am writing N1 as N1 equal to N0, a constant, into e raised to mu B by kt. Then N2 as N0 e raised to minus mu B by kt. Now total number of atoms N will be N1 plus N2. So N1 plus N2. So it will be N0 into, for simplicity I am writing it as mu B by kt, I am writing it as X. X equal to mu B by kt. So it will be N1 equal to N0 e raised to X. N2 is N0 e raised to minus X. So N will be N0 e raised to X plus e raised to minus X. N0 is unknown quantity. So we can take the fractional population along upper state and lower state. In the lower state, the fractional population can be written as N1 by N. What is N1 by N? N1 by N, N0 will get cancelled. Then it will be e raised to X by e raised to X plus e raised to minus X. Now the fractional population in lower state, is N2 by N. N2 by N is e raised to minus X by e raised to X plus e raised to minus X. When we draw the variation of fractional population with the X, X is actually mu B by kt. Mu B by kt along X direction, and fractional population along Y direction. Then at X equal to 0, it is e raised to 0, 1 by 1 plus 1, 1 by 2. This also will be 0 by e raised to 0, 1 by 1 plus 2. So it will be 1 by 2. At X equal to 0, both are having same fractional population, which is equal to 1 by 2. As X increases, the lower state, population of lower state N1 by N increases with the X, and this is e raised to minus X. This is not for lower state, this is for higher state. N2 by N for higher state. So for higher state, as X increases, N2 by N decreases. So for lower state, the population variation is like this. This is N1 by N for lower state, and this is N2 by N for higher state. So N, we know N1 by N and N2 by N. So N1 minus N2, N1 will be N into e raised to X by e raised to X plus e raised to minus X. N2 will be N into e raised to minus X by e raised to X plus e raised to minus X. Substituting that value in this equation, we will get the magnetic moment as, instead of N1, we can write N into N. I am taking it common. Then here mu is there. N mu is the magnitude of magnetic moment. Then into, first term is N into e raised to X by e raised to X plus e raised to minus X. Then minus of Second term is e raised to minus x by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. On simplifying that, this equation we can write it as m equal to n mu then into e raised to x minus e raised to minus x by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. E raised to x minus e raised to minus x by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x is tan hyperbolic function tan hx. So instead of this equation we can write it as m equal to n mu tan hx. So I am writing this equation here, magnetic moment m equal to n mu tan hx. Now consider the limiting case. If x very less than 1 or mu b by kt very less than 1. If mu b by kt very less than 1, then tan hx it is approximately equal to x. If tan hx approximately equal to x, then the magnetization can be written as n mu into x. What is x? X is mu b by kt. X is mu b by kt. Substituting that value here, we get this equation as m equal to n mu into mu b by kt, or we will be getting m equal to n mu square b by kt. N mu square b by kt. B we can write it as mu 0 h. So this equation becomes m equal to n mu square mu 0 h by kt. Now we can calculate the susceptibility. The susceptibility as so the susceptibility chi equal to volume susceptibility chi equal to m by h in SI unit, chi equal to m by h. Then dividing by h, we will be getting the susceptibility as n mu square mu 0 n mu square n mu square by kt. Mu 0 n mu square by kt. Here the magnetic moment we are considering S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0 state. In that case, I told earlier the magnitude of magnetic moment is mu b. So this can also be written as chi equal to mu 0 n mu b square by kt. So this is the expression for susceptibility, but here we are considering the S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0 state. For that we will be getting an equation chi equal to mu 0 n mu b square by kt, or susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. But this is not the general equation. It is a special case for S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0. This equation is applicable only for this situation. Now we will do the expression in a general case. So this expression we have derived for S equal to 1 by 2 and L equal to 0 case. In that case, we got the magnetization as n mu into tan hx. But in a general situation, if it is not equal to 0, S equal to 1 by 2, if S equal to 1 by 2, then we got J equal to S, and we are having 2J plus 1 values, 2J plus 1 energy levels. If S equal to 1 by 2, then we will be having 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1, 2 energy levels. So we got 2 energy levels. The total number of atoms we divided into 2 types, one set of atoms aligned parallel to magnetic field and another set aligned anti-parallel to magnetic field. But if it is not equal to 1 by 2, it can have any value, L plus S. J is actually L plus S. So there will be, in general, there will be 2j plus 1 orientations of magnetic moment, angular moment. Total angular moment can have, the dipoles can have 2j plus 1 orientations and 2j plus 1 different energy values. Correspondingly, instead of tan hx, we will be getting a new function there. That function we are writing it as, this magnetization is n mu into, instead of this equation I am writing it as equation 3. Equation 1, I think it is mu equal to minus g mu bj. This is equation number 1 and this one is 2. This is equation 3. Instead of this third equation, we can write n mu into, instead of tan hx, we will be getting a new function. That function I am writing as bjx. This bjx, this function bjx is called Brillouin function. Brillouin function. So for this Brillouin function is given by bjx equal to 2j plus 1 by 2j cot h 2j plus 1 by 2j x minus 1 by 2j cot h 1 by 2j x. So this is the expression for Brillouin function, and this one is for magnetization. This is equation number 4 and this one is equation number 5. We can also show that this function, when j equal to s is equal to 1 by 2, this function reduces to, this equation reduces to bjx. Its value will be equal to tan hx. So this equation reduces to this one. And mu we know that mu equal to its magnitude. In this equation, this mu is magnitude of magnetic moment. Its magnitude will be, magnitude of magnetic moment will be g mu b j. So it will be g mu b j. This is the general expression for magnetization. Now we do this for x very less than 1. If x very less than 1, x is actually mu b by kt. X is mu b by kt, and if mu b by kt very less than 1, we know that cot hx approximately equal to 1 by x plus x by 3. Cot hx expansion is cot hx equal to 1 by x plus x by, we already done the expansion. Now we are taking the limiting case. In this case, x is very less than 1. So if x very less than 1, then cot, instead of x, here x is there. This total function is x here. So I am writing this function cot hz. Cot hz equal to 1 by z plus z by 3, approximately equal to 1 by z plus z by 3. So this equation, we can reduce this equation as cot h. Instead of z, we are having 2j plus 1 by 2jx. So I am writing this in this equation. So equation 5 becomes bjx equal to 2j plus 1 by 2j into cot hx. That cot hx it is 1 by z plus z by 3. Instead of z, here we are having 2j plus 1 by 2j into x. So 1 by z, reciprocal of this one, that is 2j by 2j plus 1 into x plus z by 3. Z is this one. So 2j plus 1 x by 3 into 2j. This is z by 3. So this is first function. Then second one, minus 1 by 2j into cot h. Here instead of z, we are having x by 2j. So 1 by z, it is 2j by x plus z by 3. Z by 3, reciprocal of, z is x by 2j into 3. 3 into 2j. So this equation So in this case, we can write Bjx as Bjx, the Brillouin function, as 2j plus 1 by 2j into this one. So it will be 1 by x, then plus 2j plus 1 by 2j into this one. So it will be 2j plus 1 the whole square x by denominator 2j, 4j square into 3, 12j square. Denominator will be having 12j square. Then minus 1 by 2j. This will get cancelled. Minus 1 by x. Then minus x by 2j into 3 into 2j. 12 is 12j square. 1 by x and minus 1 by x will get cancelled. So we can simplify this equation as, you can write this equation as Bjx equal to 12j square upon, in the numerator, x into 2j plus 1 the whole square. It is 4j square, then plus 4j plus 1. Then here it is minus 1 by 12j square. This can be written as x into 4j, we can take common, then 4j into j plus 1 by 12j square. This j square on j will get cancelled, then 4, 12, then it will be 3. So we will be having Bjx as j plus 1 by j plus 1 by 3jx, j plus 1 x by 3j. So Bjx we are having j plus 1 x by 3j. Substituting that value in this equation, magnetization M equal to n mu into B is j plus 1 by 3jx. X is mu B by kt. So this we can write it as M equal to n mu j plus 1 mu B by kt by 3j, or M equal to n mu square j plus 1 b, n mu square j plus 1 b by 3j kt. Now the magnitude of magnetic moment is g mu bj. Substituting that value in this equation, we can write it as M equal to n mu square, it is g square mu b square, then j square into j plus 1, then b divided by 3j kt. This j and j square will get cancelled. Then we can write the magnetization as n, then nj, n b, then g square j into j plus 1 mu b square divided by 3 kt. Nb g square j into j plus 1 mu b square by 3 kt. And we are giving on substitution, let p square equal to g square j into j plus 1. P square equal to g square j into j plus 1. Then p is, so p will be g into j plus 1 the whole raised to 1 by 2, which is called the effective number for Bohr magnetron. This is p square is g square into j plus 1, or p is called the effective number for Bohr magnetron. So in this case, we will write P square instead of this equation. So the magnetization M equal to N B P square mu B square by 3 kT. So susceptibility, we know that susceptibility chi equal to magnetization, magnetic moment per unit volume, the ratio of magnetic moment per unit volume to magnetizing field in SI unit. So B, we can write it as B equal to mu 0 H. So if I write mu 0 H for B, then here we will be having mu 0, then S. Then dividing this term by S. So we will be having the magnetic susceptibility as mu 0 N P square mu B square divided by 3 kT. This is the expression for susceptibility, or we can write chi equal to a constant by T. This is called a Curie's law. And where the Curie where the Curie constant C equal to mu 0 N P square mu B square by 3 K. N number of atoms per unit volume, P is the effective number for Bohr magnetron, and mu B is the Bohr magnetron. So this equation gives the susceptibility for paramagnetic substance, and we can show that for S is equal to 1 by 2 case, if S is equal to 1 by 2, this equation reduces to the previous one for susceptibility. So this equation represents the variation of susceptibility with the temperature. As temperature increases, the susceptibility decreases, and this equation is called Curie's law. That's what about quantum theory of paramagnetism. Thank you.